Hi, I'm Lisa Tamati and welcome to Running Hot Coaching's video tips. Now today we're going to be talking through one of my favourite pieces of equipment, which is the foam roller, and I've also got some trigger section balls here. Now I've got two different balls of different hardness. One's really hard, so it gets them really deep, and the other ones are slightly softer. But let's start off with the foam roller. Now, if you're a part of Running Hot Coaching, you'll know that we talk about mobility as being really crucial for runners, and in fact everybody. As we get older especially, we often have lower back pain. I've got really bad discs where I've had an injury and something that I have to really be careful with. So today I wanted to take you through some exercises for the lower back with the foam roller. So let's get started. Now when you're doing foam rolling, there are different types of foam rollers. This is probably one that's suitable for beginners. It's not that hard. You can also get ones that are a bit more harder when you get more advanced. But let's take you through. Now, a lot of lower back pain, a lot of us have bulging discs or herniated discs, but a lot of the pain is actually coming from the tight hips, tight glutes, and everything around the core needs to be worked in order to keep it flexible and to stop the pain. So if you're experiencing lower back pain, don't just treat that area with painkillers, with anti-inflammatories, but make sure you do a good mobility routine as well as core exercises. So now we're going to start off just on the side to the lower back to the mid back, rolling backwards and forwards a little bit gently. Just be careful on this area. Rolling up towards the middle, rolling backwards and forwards, and where you find a point that's sore, you want to stay on that point for about 10 seconds. Do some deep breathing into your tummy. Try and breathe through the pain and then carry on to the other points. Now you want to keep going about 2 minutes on each side, and then you'll flip over, do the other side. Now you're working also into your glutes, so your lower back and into your glute med and onto the side, alright, and going right up to the waist and making sure that you give that lower back a really good flush out. The next exercise we're going to do is taking it up a little bit of a level, and it's going into the piriformis, otherwise known as where your butt is, so your glute med and your piriformis. Now sit on the foam roller, put one leg up across here, and immediately you'll probably find some nice sore trigger points. Lean to one side and roll around on that piriformis area, on those glutes. Now you can roll to the side, you can roll up and down, supporting yourself with your hand. Make sure you're in good alignment there. And the pain should be somewhat intense, but not really intense. When you find a trigger point, stay on it, try and push it and roll it out a bit, and go for at least 2 minutes on that one side, okay? Swap over to the other side, do it there. Another exercise is getting into the hip flexors here, something that we really get sore with, especially if we're sitting all day in an office job or somewhere where you have to spend a lot of time in front of a computer. This is one that's really crucial. So we're going to be working here on the front part of the hip. So just get on down there and roll right through that area. Now you can lift your legs off to try and get some more weight if you're able to. If it's really painful, use your foot to measure how much sort of weight you're putting through there. Those hip flexors can get really painful, alright? So go right through there. And those 3 exercises will help you with your lower back pain. You might want to work on down then to your IT bands. If you're a runner, you're guaranteed to have really tight IT bands. So working through on down the IT is a really good next step in that progression, okay? So to do that, we roll down on the side where your IT band is, which runs right from your hip down to the top of your knee. And you'll go along there. Now, if you've got your feet in the air, you're going to find some really sore points. But just try and hold on those really sore points for about 10 seconds, 20 seconds if you like, and then move on to the next point and roll backwards and forwards a little bit. Now when you get down to your knees, please don't go right down onto your knee cap here. You don't want to do any damage to your knees, alright? So just make sure that you're just holding it. And when you're getting to a point where it's really painful, use your other leg like a tripod to hold the weight up, alright? Now this is the sort of thing that you can be doing every single day. It's a really good part of your mobility routine. You come in after a run or whatever and you've got time, maybe watching television in the evening, prioritising mobility work will help you stay injury free as a runner, and also just if you're an athlete in any sport, mobility is really, really important. So the last thing I wanted to show you are these other two balls here. Now they look alike. Well, how am I going to get that? And there's many ways that you can use these. You can sit on them, for example, getting that piriformis in, you can sit on there. It's another level. Believe me, you'll find some really tough trigger points, but if you can get in there and hold, that will really release them. Okay, you can also use them for the calf muscles, work them up and down. Basically anywhere that you've got pain, get the ball in, twist it in there and get into it, and it will help release. So what you're actually doing is that the muscle fibers are all bunched up and they're often knotted, and by getting in with these release mechanisms, we're actually digging in there and we're causing the tension to release and all the fibers to line up again. What you do need to do after a good mobility session is to make sure that you have a glass or two of water, just like you would after a massage. Help flush everything through so that you'll be right for the next day. So if you've enjoyed this video, please subscribe to our channel and visit us at runninghotcoaching.com. Join the family, we'd love to see you there.